Hello there. Well, today I'm in a wood called Pond Head, and I'm going to do a painting of the Bluebells. It's probably the last painting this year I'll be able to do of the Bluebells. They don't last that long. This wood, Pond Head, which is in the New Forest, is very good for Bluebells. In the past, Pond Head was a coppice, that is a wood which is cut on rotation. It's usually hazel, and among the hazel would be, in this case, would be oak standards, which would be obviously take a lot longer to grow, but the hazel would be cut on a regular rotary basis. Now this bank that I'm walking alongside, it actually dates from the Tudor period, so you can see it's quite a long while ago, and the bank would have probably been a little bit higher than that. It's probably worn away a bit, and on top there would have been an oak paling fence to keep the deer and the other stock animals out. Now I've set my easel up just in this ditch, just up in front, and I've done a drawing. I've drawn it out. I'd just been off to see a friend of mine who is painting a bit further away. I'll show him later. The light is very good this morning. I'm hoping it stays like it. There are a few clouds that keep coming across. Now you'll see I've got this butcher's broom either side of me. Butcher's broom is quite a prickly plant. It's actually belongs to the lily family, believe it or not, but it was used years ago to make brooms with for cleaning out butchers' shops. Now there's the scene I want to do with that old dead log in the foreground, and I want to keep that light that's going across the Bluebells down into the ditch, and I think it gives quite a nice composition. Now there's my drawing. I've drawn it out and I've just done a little bit of a wash on it. Now I've decided to paint this scene into the light because I think the light is very important, and it's quite a soft light because it's coming through these young green leaves. I think it makes quite a nice scene. Now we'll go and have a look at Barry, a friend of mine who's painting. He does a lot of outdoor painting, or as it's called, plein air, after the French. Now Barry is painting with the light behind him, so he would really need to find a spot where the sun is not shining on his canvas. But I can see he's had to erect a little screen with his old coat to try and keep the light off his canvas. With plein air painting, you do have to put up with the vagaries of the weather and everything, and you have to paint quite quickly, but when you get it right, you do capture the essence of the scene, and it's most important to do plein air painting. Now there's mine, and I've already seen that, looking at it now, that I've made a mistake. I haven't put enough darks in. Now I'm back in the studio, and I don't think I'm going to get those light conditions again, and the Bluebells are virtually over now. So looking at the painting that I did on site, as soon as I get it back to the studio, I realise I haven't got the darks in. It's always one of those problems I have. I never get the darks in enough earlier on. So what I've done, this area here I've darkened. I've got a photograph here which is a screenshot of the video, which gives me some idea of what the scene was like. Working from a photograph is always slightly tricky because you don't get the colours that you get in life. Anyway, I've darkened the bank in here.
and I can start putting lights in on top of these darks. But I'm trying to catch that sort of yellowy green light that just comes through as it was. And I'll show you two photographs, one with light and one without the light. So you're actually capturing just a brief moment in time, perhaps when the sun comes out from behind a cloud and you get this brilliant light contrasting with the darks.
Now here's the photograph without the light, and here's the photograph with the light. Now I shall carry on using the photograph as much as anything as a reference, but I know where the light was and I know what the scene was like. But you get it a sort of like muscle memory in the brain of the scene. So the photograph is just a guide. Now that's what it looks like. I'm still progressing. I've redone the log a couple of times. I've still got a lot of more work to do on it. Even though it's not finished yet, I like to see it in a frame. It helps me decide what to do to it next. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little trip out into to see the bluebells in a lovely wood. Anyway, if you enjoyed that, please click a like and maybe subscribe. Anyway, goodbye for now.